Hello, everybody. Watch list for Monday, March 20th here for you guys. Thanks for checking in. Let's get started with ACIW. ACIW is there, and it's coming in at $26.99 a share, up on Friday 4%, 4.5%. Relative volume $3.21 average trade range. $2.9 billion market cap. ACIW, private equity firm considering purchasing the company. No financial terms disclosed yet. Next up, ALTI, currently at $13.10 a share. On Friday, they were up 9%, relative volume of $1.20. Trade range, $727 million market cap for ALTI. IPO levels are breached, and they're holding with volume here on the hold. Breakout of $13 leads to a test of $15 in my opinion. And that's ALTI. CATX, Perspective Therapeutics, currently at 55 cents a share, up 16.5% on Friday. Relative volume 4 cents. Daily trade range, $171 million market cap. And CATX, just notable volatility and volume increase here. This thing's either going to just keep ripping or else it's getting shorted heavy right here. Tough to say. I don't know. You will find out, though. Or it's a breakout, and this is about to change the trajectory of its last little while here. That's the 5-year chart. Let's go back to the 1 year. And moving on from CATX. All just noteworthy information for everybody. Gold stocks are continuing to be popping here. The gold cross has been declined and reconfirmed here as of Friday. This could lead to testing on gold, GOLD, literally of up to $19, give or take, for this gap fill. Let's check gold futures. Gold futures have already had the breakout. 5-year chart, gold futures. Here we go. Gold literally working on $2,000 a share. As of Friday, up 3.6% with all the banking fears. What a time for gold. If it ever was about to break out, why not now? It looks like we need to work on levels of already broke out. Yeah, we're about 2003 is an important level for gold futures. All right, next up, Apple AAPL. Currently at $155.43 a share, down 0.5% on Friday. Relative volume 2.3. Daily trade range about $3.50. $2.4 trillion market cap for Apple. About to have a golden cross occur here, maybe in a week or in 2 weeks, but this could be needing a breakout of this range and a possible test of 158, 160, give or take, for a confirmation and continuation of that. All right, next up, IBM, currently at $123.80 a share. On Friday, down 0.8%, and that was with a relative volume of 4.2. Average trade range $2.25 a day. $112 billion market cap for IBM. Might be finding a support here. The gap fill right here has been filled, and there are some, looks like some buys off of support areas here I don't know if that's actually a long-term support. Let me see a little bit better here what we're working with. Yeah, there are definitely long-term support areas here, at least on the 5-year chart. Yeah, I was claiming it's possible this could be a bounce here happening. The volume is notably increasing, and volatility has started to move up on this move here. So we'll see if this volatility wants to increase back in. We might see volatility swell like up to 50. Breakouts of this range would be good for a heavy bounce. But the death cross, blah, 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 just has occurred on the weekly. Let's see the 1 year. No, that's the 1 year daily. Sorry, that's a death cross on the 1 year daily. And yeah, good luck with this. But this could be a fake out also. Everybody might short here, or amateurs might short here, but this could be a bounce because this has momentum to keep going down with a small bounce up to possibly even 130. Claiming it now, IBM might have a bounce up to 130. It is possible, but not guaranteed, and not a recommendation. Okay, IBM. PG is next on the list. Procter & Gamble, currently at $142.93 a share. On Friday, they barely moved, up 0.03%. Relative volume, 3.7. Daily trade range, $2.25. And $337 billion market cap for PG. Reclaimed the moving averages on the chart here. That's good. And we could see a breakout, which I've been waiting for, a breakout of this type of a range here, and a test back up towards 150 eventually for PG. It might happen first thing in the morning before I even wake up, now that I talked about it. So we'll see. Next up, Verizon. $36.78 a share, 0.5% increase on Friday. Relative volume of 3.6.73 cents daily trade range for Verizon with a $154.5 trillion market cap. They announced they started up 5G service in Iowa, so that's cool. They'll be able to tell people how it goes soon. Could be a small bounce here incoming, so the 50-day moving average could work back up towards the 200-day. Or it's a full rejection of this whole process happening. But we'll see. Volume increasing. And volatility is pretty low here, so looking for a small bounce on the volatility sometime here. This is either people reshorting or getting ready for a bounce. I don't know. We'll find out. Next up, Visa. Stock ticker V. Currently $217.44 a share. On Friday, they barely moved also. Relative volume, 3.4. Average trading range, $4.39. $456.9 billion market cap. $456.9 billion market cap for Visa. No news, but they held the bounce off the 200-day moving average here. Whoa. There you go. You can see a little cleaner. Holding the bounce well. Volatility increase is slightly right here. Notable through this consolidation. Could be ready for a bounce back up towards 222, give or take, for Visa. Goldman Sachs next on the list. Pretty much looks like most of the banks. Looking for a bounce in some banks. I don't know. Schwab, I got plays both sides for Schwab. Goldman Sachs is either going to continue to just get beat down or else it's going to bounce. Interesting to see. I don't know which way it's going to go. Relative volume 1.9. Daily trade range now is up at $10.30 per day. PAYX. Let's go with PAYX. PAYX. PAYX Inc. $106.05 a share. Down 1% on Friday, and move was 4.2 relative volume The day had 4.2 relative volume, I should say. Average trade range is $2.34 a day. $38.7 billion market cap for PAYX. Earnings are coming up pre-market 3/29. That is not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday after it. They're getting some volume here at the bottom. Volatility is slightly increasing as well. And that's it on that one. What else? AMGN is next up finally. I accidentally started on. Tax bill lawsuit for AMGN, $10 billion potential tax fraud. Announced they're cutting 450 jobs, and they said it's due to drug pricing pressures. Gilead is next on the list. Chart is interesting for Gilead. Gap below the price currently at $72 area, 73.80 to $72, give or take, with a small gap there. 200-day is possibly coming in around $74 per share by the time the stock might get there, if it does test that. That's Gilead. And AMGN, they're both on the list because the federal government will be charging people fees if they think they're charging too much for their drug prices. AMGN, though, has a potential $10 billion tax fraud bill, so they're getting a lawsuit for that. Not too hot. Microsoft, next up. MSFT. Currently at $279.38 a share. Up 1.1% on Friday, with relative volume of 3.1. $6.96 daily trade range. $2 trillion market cap for Microsoft. About to, this week, probably have a golden cross officially happen here. Maybe another day of buying up for Microsoft, and then possibly test or a pullback. Maybe in play. All right. And Starbucks is next up. SBUX, $98.70 a share. Up 1.7%, or excuse me, they're down 1.7% on Friday with a relative volume of 2.9. Average trade range, $2.03 a share. $113 billion market cap for SBUX. Qualcomm, next on the list. $120.73 a share. On Friday, they're up just barely 0.1% with a relative volume of 2.7. Average trade range, $3.67 a day. And they have a market cap of $134 trillion, $134.6 billion. Qualcomm. Volume is swelling heavily here. And they might be playing catch up to some of the other chip maker stocks. Or it's going to be a heavy rejection. Volatility is increasing greatly as well. As of pretty much like Thursday and Friday, you could say. That's Qualcomm. Next up, we got AMAT, Applied Materials, AMAT. $122.66 a share. On Friday, just barely down 0.1%. Maybe you could call it 0.2%, not like it matters. For AMAT, with a relative volume of 2.6, average trade range $4.15 a day, $103 billion market cap for AMAT. Holding up in this range with some good volume, of course, consolidating sideways. pretty much like all these other stocks. But Friday was a major options expiration day, and repositioning happens a lot on those types of days, I think. So volume comes in. It's just due to the movements they have to be making on these days, where it even just doesn't even move the stock prices too much, just the volume is showing. I've even heard it said that you can look into possibly shorting heavy moves on Friday expirations, important expirations, and looking for possible retracement trades. I have not found those yet myself, but keeping my eyes open. This is AMAT anyways. eBay is next up on the list. EBAY, $42.20 a share. On Friday, they're up 1.4% with a relative volume of 2.5. Daily trade range for eBay is $1.25 a day. Market cap of $22.5 billion for eBay. Possible bounce here with volume increasing nicely off of the bottom. Relative volatility also increasing here as well. Moving averages are up around $43.80, give or take, for eBay. Monster Beverage Corporation, MNST. It looks kind of a lot like the banks did just before they got demolished. I was looking at them thinking they might be breaking out. I was looking at them thinking they might be about to break down. I don't know which way this is about to go here for Monster Beverages, but I'm looking at this for both sides here, possibly. $102.99 a share. Relative volume 2.2. Daily trade range of $2. $53.8 billion market cap for Monster. Lastly on the list today for Monday's watch list, we got Baidu, and they are at $146.05 a share. On Friday, up 6.2%. Why, might you ask? The news is good for Baidu, actually. Their AI chatbot was not as good as the news they have now. Hopefully their cars are a little better. I'll tell you why in a second. Relative volume 1.2 on Friday, $7.37 daily trade range for Baidu. And they have a $50 billion market cap. Baidu's news, they win the first ever permit to begin using fully driverless taxi services in Beijing, China. Hopefully they do well. And that's it for the watch list. Hopefully you do well on Monday with your trading. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it very much. You guys have a good weekend and a good trading day Monday. Let's get it started. Take care. God bless you guys. Thank you very much. Bye.